Good evening, people, or morning,
Hello, everyone,
or afternoon, or wherever you are watching, or on this, you're watching this on live on Twitch or on YouTube right now. This is the 8th edition of the new Weebs in podcast. It's been a while since I've done this, or we've done this, man. I think we did it like a month ago for talking with Maikeru here, talking about the winter anime season, the best ofs. It's actually been a while. It's like pretty much halfway through the current anime season, and yeah, we are not talking about the current anime season if people were wondering that. So today's topic is we are gonna talk about shonen, the shonen anime or manga genre in general. We're not just limited to just Shonen Jump. This is just our love and gripes about the shonen genre. And guests with me today from the last episode, Maikeru.
Hello.
I think that's 3 episodes in a row for you.
Yeah, I guess.
4. Okay.
Wow. He's a veteran here, man, now. And joining us for his second time, I believe, is Denny.
Yeah. I like the Abby fly.
Yeah, the little Abby trivia.
Never change it.
The completely dis-resolution picture.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the word for it.
From Grand Blue Fantasy.
Eventually.
Did you? And we've got Ian, our
Hello.
tree boy.
Oh yes, I'm tree friend.
Nah, man, I'm kidding. It's our 0.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So like, the reason why I kind of got you 3 today is because out of the majority of people I know, you guys probably discuss shonen the most, like shonen genre the most.
Yeah.
Would you guys agree with me?
Yeah.
I love my shonen animes, so like yeah, they're pretty good.
He likes his fingers.
Yeah, Ian is a shonen anyway, so
He is a
Yeah.
shonen protagonist.
No shonen.
Okay.
Protagonist.
Yeah. Well, what I think we should explain to everyone what is a shonen anime or shonen genre in general. Like, how would you describe shonen?
I mean, the word itself just means young boy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it literally means
Shonen. So I guess the audience, the genre itself, for anime or manga, is directed towards like younger audiences. So yeah, colorful colors, flashy, and just loud and explosive tone of
That's correct.
in anime, like in series, so manga, anything else like that.
So are you saying that we're all, because we're all adults here, we are just watching children's cartoons?
You're not
Yeah.
wrong.
That is correct.
Well, yeah.
You're not wrong.
That is correct.
Yeah. So like okay, let's just I think we should just get this out of the way first and anything but what we say is your favorite shonen anime of all time or manga of all time.
Ooh,
That isn't One Piece.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay, if it isn't One Piece, for me, it would be Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw
Okay,
that
why did you start off with that, Ian? Why you like Hunter x
What
Hunter?
as in like
What is Hunter x Hunter?
it's so Hunter x Hunter is from the author Togashi who made Yuyu Hakusho, so a legendary author out there. The manga the series itself has stopped though currently because he's on hiatus. So the plot of Hunter x Hunter is basically just a little boy looking for his father. That's it. The whole journey is just about that. But along the way, it's like how Luffy's looking for One Piece. There's trouble, there's plot, there's character development, new friends, new islands or territory, you can say. So along the way, it's just one massive journey. It's amazing. I would highly recommend anyone to watch that if they can give it a shot. The 2011 one, not the 1999 version, I suppose, because it's better animation graphic and not so old.
Is it a complete remake?
Wait.
It's a complete remake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
So it
remake,
doesn't.
yeah.
So it doesn't follow the same story as the original. Or the...
It does. It actually adds more to it right now. So they refine.
Is
They
it-
refine how they would air it and stuff like that.
Would you say it's like a brotherhood treatment? That means?
Brotherhood.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
okay.
like I don't have to watch the OG, like the 1990s version, is it? To like watch the 2011 version, right?
Yeah, I actually don't know if you can call it a brotherhood because in the original Full Metal Alchemist, they did not follow the manga, right?
At all.
That's why
Yeah.
So in the Brotherhood they follow the manga, but for Hunter x Hunter, in the original Hunter x Hunter, the 1990 version, 1999 version, they follow the manga. It's just that they caught up with the manga, so they just decided to make an OVA or a movie for like the later arcs.
Oh,
But
okay.
for the 2011 version, they remaster. I guess you can say they remaster or remake. It's up to you, but like they just refine the fights, the detail, the action, the intense, and they also added the the recent arc in there, like the latest arc, you could say, except for the whole Titanic arc. But yeah, so they caught up as much as they can, as per the manga.
Well, anime wise, right now, would you say it's sort of like is it okay where it ended?
You can say that, yes. I would agree. In the anime, it's okay where they ended.
Okay, so like it's like they didn't leave you with like super big cliffhanger, did they? I'm guessing. Like
No, they don't.
okay,
They did leave some things that, like, you know, that they'll let you ponder about.
yeah.
Like, oh, like,
But they
what
did,
now?
They did
Like,
finish the current
yeah.
arc, I'm guessing, right? The arc, at least in the anime.
yes,
Yeah.
they did. So it's like, Gon's looking for his dad, and he sort of did. So that's it. And like, there's nothing more. Like, you know, you can end it there, and he will be fine. In my opinion, at least that's how it is.
Okay. But coming from a guy who hasn't watched or read Hunter x Hunter here,
Yeah.
asking you right now, have you like how is the manga now? Even though like you say it's like going slow and all that, like what's the
not,
series like in general?
The series is pretty good. The current arc where they stopped is just that it's like an introduction to like. So, for example, yes, like let's say One Piece, for example, they're going to find the One Piece, okay, and they found One Piece, for example, and like this new arc in Hunter x Hunter, you can picture it as though like, oh, like Luffy and their journey hadn't ended yet. You know, they have to explore outside of planet Earth, for example, to find like some other treasure out there. You can think of it like that. Yeah, like Two Piece or something like that. Yeah. So that's what Hunter x Hunter currently is focusing on, the current arc. That's why they have like the whole Titanic thing. They're trying to get out of the mainland and like to the unknown zone or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's I guess your favorite shonen, right, Ian? Hunter x Hunter.
Aside from One Piece, yes.
Did we about to say One Piece or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to stop myself there because I'm like, I think I'm gonna say One Piece as well. Otherwise, we talk too much about One Piece later. So I'm gonna say
because like, yeah, like with Hunter x Hunter, if they're not on hiatus and had more content, I would rate that above One Piece. In my opinion, the plot in Hunter x Hunter has potential to be just as good as One Piece, if not better.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's ask Denny and Maikeru what are their favorite shonen anime or let's stay off the big three, you know.
Yeah.
Let's stay off the big three for now. Let's stay off the big three. You guys,
The old.
yeah, the old big three.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn yourself up, Denny, if I can.
You don't have to.
Okay. Yeah,
I was away from. I was like, my mom was away from my earlier.
okay.
Anyways, what is my favorite?
What is everyone's favorite? Maikeru, you have one?
Yeah, mine. I have to go with Black Clover actually.
Okay, that's recent as well.
Ooh.
Yes, so good. Like it's slow at the start, but it gradually gets really, really good. I think it's the only shonen I ever watch without stopping.
Or,
Like,
what, stopping?
yeah, like taking a break after episode to episode, right? I follow that like every week when it came out.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think I took a break at all.
Okay, I caught a lie there, Maikeru.
Oh, well, okay. Except for when they were like having breaks, right? Yeah.
No. The lie here is that you weren't watching it from the very beginning. I told
Oh
you to.
yeah, that's true. I wasn't watching it from the very beginning, but
Red-handed.
well, after that, I didn't really took a break. I just continued watching it, but yeah, really good.
Yeah. So like, if anyone who has to watch Black Clover or know Black Clover, it's the story of basically Asta, who's magic. He has no magic powers, and he's basically the whole world is like filled with people who can use magic. So he becomes anti-magic. Has basically his power. He has anti-magic powers. That's his like power. And like, I think the reason why I also like Black Clover, I think it's one of the most underrated shonen, is because
Yeah, definitely.
it's the way it started. It threw a lot of people off. Because a lot of people
Because
didn't.
of the screaming.
Yeah, because as the screaming in episode 1, I'm not gonna lie, I was almost one of those people that like, did he shut the hell up? Like I was thinking, man, this guy could get very obnoxious. Thankfully, they did turn it down. Like
The author is just like, okay, calm it down.
calm down.
It's not like that in the
But
manga.
that's like the other protagonist too, right? At the beginning when you saw that they jumping around screaming too, so I didn't see any difference. Like Naruto, when he was a kid, he ran around like painting things. Well, okay, he had like a good reason, but still, it was running around screaming, causing problems, right?
he was a piece of shit.
Great. Yeah, like Luffy's pretty loud as well and obnoxious, but you know that didn't stop me or any of you guys watching that.
Nah.
Right? So yeah.
No, he's pretty, yeah.
See,
You're
I
right.
rather show them characters like that than like a really plain slate like Midoriya. But yeah.
Oh, the call outs
What
already.
do you have against the green boy,
Tanjiro.
man?
Even though I
Green
like
Nor-
Tanjiro a lot, but like yeah, someone like
Green
Tanjiro as
Naruto.
Green Naruto.
Like, him and Tanjiro is kind of like really plain.
Yeah. So yeah, I think do you reckon you say anything like what would you recommend people to watch Black Clover to do, or like how would you recommend Black Clover to feel, Maikeru?
How would you recommend?
It builds up really well. So like if you sit through some of it, you will get rewarded of like parts where he grew. He grows each and every arc, right? It's hard to explain. It's like there's a certain fight where I don't know how to explain it. Give me a second.
I can say like that. Like I'll say Black Clover is like probably the most shonen, modern shonen.
Yes.
Like of anime / manga series of modern era, I guess today. But throwing back to. It throws back a lot to the other shonen genre of its kind. Like I would say this, Black Clover doesn't really do anything special. I'll guess say it doesn't really like change the formula, or like you know what, when you think shonen, you watch Black Clover, you think, man, this looks generic as hell. And like you watch it, you read the story and stuff, characters generic as hell, like generic shonen stuff. But it's because they do it so solidly, it's so good as well. It's like so satisfying to watch. It's like kind of like is it nostalgia value at that point in a way? Yeah. Nostalgia points.
Yeah, it's just he grows with every interaction, right? That's what I like about like each arc has him. So there's one part where he fights, right? And that's mainly fan service for anyone like typical shonen, right?
Yeah.
And there's a particular arc, I don't want to say anything, but like they bring it back to the very beginning and show you all the parts he goes like through. But, like I don't think there's any other shonen that really does that as much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I think Naruto did that, but like it wasn't as impactful as Black Clover, how Black Clover does it.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, it's just because I think Naruto is he has powers, right? Like it's that he does have powers, right? He it's not like he was isolated.
Yeah,
because
it's not
he
like-
had power, right? He was isolated because he was like
He has
the
powers.
Nine-tailed fox. Yeah, the Nine-tailed fox was it. This is where a guy with 0 powers survived through a world where powers is everything, right? And he managed to build this overall connection with people and prove that he wasn't, he was one of the strongest, right?
He's different.
He's built different.
But because of that, it's because of that how they throw it back. It has more impact. You know, because it went. They went back through a flashback and all that. That's why it was more emotional, just because he has no powers and he worked hard. But Naruto, he really he just worked hard. You know what I mean? Like,
Wasn't he a sad boy too?
Yeah, he was a sad boy.
No, I'll just say that he in terms of the Black Clover anime pacing, it was actually pretty good. It didn't feel dragged on.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm saying is that the pacing? Is that the pacing where he's feels like, man, this feels like an old show because it's 170 episodes long. You know, it's an old show. It feels like an old the classic shonen. Whereas most shonen these days are seasonal. You know, kind of seasonal shows. Most anime days are seasonal shows. Where this one kind of stuck to the old route formula of being 170 episodes.
I guess that's the advantage of it as well.
Yeah, so it kind of just kept on going. That's why we were kind of the pacing was kind of pretty alright.
Well, some of the animation is pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's it goes up and down. That's the one thing that's not really good about
no, but
Black
that's
Clover. Yeah, it's you have one part where it's ass, then another part where it's god tier animation, right? One of the examples is when all the captains are fighting. Holy shit, all the budget went to that, and I'm like,
that was a filler episode.
You can do this shit, but then when it comes to your normal animation, your normal attacking type of animation, it looks so bad. But when it comes to this, it's what?
Yeah, man.
That's the one gripe I have about it. It's really up and down animation.
Well, that's what you get for I think most kind of shonen genre anyway. You always get the big fights that have all the budget, and you have all the mob fights that kind of the filler fights. Yeah. I'll say I'll give credit where credit's due. That Black Clover is the shonen protagonist of the modern era. And why I say that is because when the Black Clover started airing, I'm just going by Mal score here. It had around a 6 point something, I think 6.4 rating.
6.4. Yeah.
What? For Black Clover?
Yeah.
It's really low.
That's considered low on Mal. And now it's at a 7.99, which is pretty much an 8. So that's kind of high already.
Yeah, that's because of us screaming all the time.
It got
That's why I was screaming all the time. So people were like, "Oh man, I can't keep up with this."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then
It was,
they blow.
Again, it's not. I wouldn't say it's the best of all time, but it's
your favorite, personal favorite.
Yeah, it's a favorite. Yeah, it has its place. If you get past the whole screaming, you'll get there. Oh yeah, that's the one thing I like about Black Clover more than every other shonen, right?
Or the screaming.
Yes, the screaming.
The car engine, man.
It doesn't only focus on 1v1 fight. It has a teamwork fight. This is actually one thing that I would recommend if you want to get into Black Clover. There's so much team building fights.
Okay.
They work together. If Joey would understand, it's not like how for instance, I'm gonna go back to Naruto or Bleach, right, where they meet the antagonist, right, and they split out. They split up, right, and it becomes 1v1. This is there's times where they kind of combine their powers together to do cool combos to defeat the antagonist. This is one thing that I haven't really seen in much shonen, which is really nice. Yeah. Another thing.
there's a lot of team fighting that one. Yeah. So, I think moving on. Denny, have you figured out your favorite shonen?
Kind of hard, not gonna lie. It's I watch like a lot of shonen in my in my
Your time.
my time, yeah, fine.
In your time.
We'll use that word in my time, right? It's like it depends on how you say like how you define shonen. But I think like according to Mel, right? There's like a lot of fucking there's a lot of shonen in Mel, right?
There's
like,
a lot.
Actually, even it's like
Probably.
even Gotobu and Kanojo Koroshimasu is in.
Oh yeah, Gotobu is that shonen. I'm freaking Bokuben's a shonen. It's like
Great teacher Onozaki.
I mean, Bokuben's a Shonen Jump, isn't it?
yeah.
Kind of.
Well, yeah, but we're not only talking about Shonen Jump, right?
I know.
We're talking about
That's why it has a
social
Shonen Jump, bro. Yeah.
yeah.
Trigon.
But then, like
Doctor Stone.
shonen is anything you that's like what Ian said. It's like its target audience is the young
Young,
boys.
yeah.
Boys,
Yeah.
So with that in mind, like say something like I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be something flashy and all that thing. It's like a lot of combat, action pack.
Mhm.
Blah, blah, blah.
You got locked out of One Piece. Is that why you can't say anything else?
No.
Is he,
Because
are you heading towards JoJo? Is someone
Yeah.
no. My JoJo is one of them, but JoJo is not my favorite shonen.
Interesting.
It's tied between FMA and Magi.
Oh,
Magi.
Magi. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
those are two shows I have not watched, but I heard the name.
Yes.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist
Yeah.
is Magi, right? Like
Full
it's
Metal
tied between one.
Alchemist. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's either Full Metal Alchemist or Magi. But then I think Magi's higher.
Ah.
Oh.
Ooh. Can you tell us why Magi's higher than FMA for you? Or maybe
I have no idea. I think
What do you mean you have no idea?
yeah, like legit. I just think that the MC is cool,
Which MC? There's 3 of them.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. That's 2 actually. That's the thing, right?
Can you tell us what Magi is?
Magi is. Yeah.
Yeah, Magi is basically like it's centered around magic, and then like I don't know.
Is it based
some
off
things
real
called
people?
dungeon.
Is it? based off-
Technically yes, but then like they don't have like those kind of powers.
Yeah. Okay.
What is Magi?
The point of Magi is unclear.
Wait, the
Actually,
point Magi is
I don't-
unclear.
Yes, it's kind of unclear.
Oh, it's true.
It's kind of unclear at first. It's like it's your standard like here's the setting, and here's trouble along the way, but you don't know we don't know what the end goal is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I see. And there's like a lot of different storylines, is that from it? Wait, like, is there like separate series of it? Or is it the one?
No. It's one continuous series. It follows like this young boy named Aladdin, right? And he's just traveling.
Does
he's
he
just
have,
traveling
does he have a
around
genie
looking for
named
something.
Robin Williams with him?
Oh, he has a genie. He has a genie named Ugo, right?
Excuse
Okay.
me.
Yeah, but that's not a gin. That's a gin, right?
Okay.
Basically.
I believe it's Will Smith.
Yeah, it is.
Anime Will Smith.
Anime Will Smith. But he has no head, so So like the when you first watch it for the first time, right? They'll be like, oh yeah, this is the world, and what they're trying to do now is clear dungeons basically, and then there's like 7 dungeons or I don't know how many dungeons I forgot. That's around the way, and then they have to like he has to locate them and clear them basically, blah blah blah. And then like along the way, he like episode 1, he meets with the second protagonist Alibaba, right? Now Alibaba, my boy Alibaba, is so cool. I really love Alibaba, dude. It's
Alibaba.
yeah, because at first right, I had like no interest. It's like, oh yeah, this is just an anime. I like A1. I like the storyline. It's my genre, fantasy.
Yep.
Magic, blah, and then action, all that thing.
Mhm.
This was back then in like 2011.
I mean,
12,
Haji, man.
Yeah, 2012, right? And then I was like, yeah, I guess I'll keep watching this. It's okay at first, because first it follows Aladdin.
Yeah.
Like it's centered on Aladdin as MC, but But then during the second season, it's still Aladdin, but then Alibaba's story becomes more interesting.
Ah,
So
the side characters always
so
become
after-
interesting sometimes.
Yeah, Alibaba's story becomes interesting, and then because they get separated, right? It's like Aladdin went to somewhere, and Alibaba went somewhere because of something, which I'm not gonna say because it's spoilers, right? Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
After season 2,
Oh,
yeah.
you
After
finish.
season 2 ends, after season 2 ends, it's like, I'm a bit curious on what's gonna happen next. So I continue reading the manga. Midway, the spotlight changes from Aladdin to Alibaba,
Okay.
and I think that's when it gets interesting.
And this is
Yeah.
why you're saying like he doesn't really have a clear end goal.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
After Alibaba becomes the center protect, then there's something that he needs to do basically.
Okay.
There's something he needs to work towards yeah.
I'm gonna say like look at these pictures.
Save the world.
I'm gonna say look at these pictures of Alibaba. He kind of reminds me of a young Gil.
Yeah.
Kinda is.
Young
Maybe-
Gilgamesh.
Maybe that's why I like Gilgamesh.
It's like a kid Gil.
Is that why you like Gilgamesh?
Kinda is.
But hey,
Dude, he's a badass.
What I like
It
about
is.
these kinds of anime, right? Both FMA and Magi, right? I guess not FMA, right? No, but Magi, right? Alibaba himself is not powerful. He's okay.
Mhm.
He's he starts from the bottom and then he rises up he rises up, but he's never the top. You know what I mean?
Ah.
You know what I mean?
I see why you like him now.
Yeah.
well,
It's
he's like the real protagonist. Underdog protagonist that he's talking about.
yeah. Aladdin is just Aladdin. He's just a chocolate boy.
Yeah.
Aladdin is the Pikachu in the team.
He sounds like
Pikachu.
So Ian, have you also seen Magi?
Yeah, Magi's actually one of my favorite shonen series as well.
Oh,
Really
really?
like Magi. Yeah.
like there's also romance put into it as well, and I love it. I love it.
There's no romance in Magi though. It's just like the show.
Kinda.
comedy.
It's romance comedy. It's a bit up. It's there, but it's not there.
Yeah.
And
It's a
then
one-off.
like in the middle, it kind of turned political as well. Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
dude,
then-
it gets very confusing later in the manga.
Yes, it did. I was like, I had to take a few hours break when binging. I was like, oh, what's going on?
And design is such a Denny favorite. If you're like,
Denny favorite.
Yeah, oh, Denny knows what I'm talking about. Like
I know,
it-
of
You
course.
like
with
the art
the
style?
style.
Are you saying?
Yeah.
I like the
Well,
art style. I like
yeah.
I like the setting
style,
behind it.
Yeah.
It's the fantasy, like a full,
Yeah.
complete fantasy setting. No, nothing else, nothing there.
The
Okay.
design looks like really.
Yeah.
It's like similar to Journey the West type. Oh,
Yeah, and then like I like
That's
sword fights as well. Like
Yeah.
knights are my favorite, so and then because of that I like sword
Yeah,
fights.
something like that. Yeah.
And there's like a lot of sword fights in the Magi as well. So I'm like,
Oh yeah, it's
here we
true,
go.
true.
Magic involved. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. If that's your favorite, John, I think we've gone through everyone except mine. Like if regarding of One Piece, because One Piece is my favorite shonen, so we're gonna leave that out for just like talking about later. But like,
Yeah, what's the second favorite then?
basically, what's my second favorite?
Black Clover?
Then I wasn't picking any from the big three. I'm not picking from any three. It's not Black Clover. I
Okay.
thought about it. I was like thinking like, what are the two series that I kind of like talking about a lot or the most? And that I was thinking like,
Ah.
so I was thinking like, there's Fire Force up, which I like recently like talking about.
Yeah.
But that's just like, that's more like I just like the series because it looks cool as hell. Like
Yeah.
anything else. But I think the series that I talk about with the most, and I think that you guys will know I talk about the most, probably is Food Wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
I wasn't thinking of that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shokugeki. Shokugeki Soma is probably like my favorite shonen out of the big three. And like, this is like probably like the least shonen anime out of this list compared to you guys right now.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not like because it's for one not a power, I guess, kind of like battle, kind of fantasy battle kind of anime. It's a cooking anime or cooking. It's a cooking series.
Should I just say quote unquote cooking because of certain reactions?
Yeah. So quote unquote, it's mostly cooking, and we get reactions after. Reactions are like it's your speedwagon monologues in the middle of a fight.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Hell yeah, dude!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steam wagon.
Yeah.
They say the best girl on the thing.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, it's like I think the reason why. Here's the thing. Like Shokugeki no Soma for me has started really good. I said it didn't end that well, but it started really good for a long ass time. It stayed good. Like especially that first season, like where they show, because I like the character Soma. He's not exactly an underdog, but he's not exactly an overdog or OP. He's like the way above average of the crop. He's just really good, at what he does.
Yeah.
So I was
He
like,
still loses to like some.
yeah, he loses to like the big guns, like.
Yeah, but he's still up there, you know.
And what I like about that first season of Food Wars is that he's like the final dish that he presented in the I think like in the season 1 actually was a lot of dishes references into what he's built up during that whole series, that whole season.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Like what he learned, and that's why I love him as a shonen protagonist. He's actually not like, he's cocky, but he's like, he actually takes everything to note, and like kind of just like builds out on the next dish and like keeps on going. Like he's just trying to up himself, not like try to up anyone. He's most of the time trying to up himself. Like how can he do better? And what I like about it takes the whole shonen genre. Food Wars takes the whole shonen genre in a different direction, in a different light. It's like, okay, we're gonna just combine cooking, but in a shonen like way, like everything you see, like the characters, the reactions, and like the interactions, it's all shonen like. And I'll just say, like, it's one of my favorites, like, cause it had a really good animation at the start. It kind of dipped off towards the end. The storyline kind of dipped towards off the end as well, I'll say. But I loved all the characters in the show. Like,
no, the characters are pretty lovable. I can agree to that. Like, actually, really nice.
Yeah, I love all his rivals as well. I was like, I couldn't like. There were times I like, of course, I was cheering for Soma, but there was so many times I was like, I don't know who to cheer for if it's not Soma. Like, you cheer for this person or this person. Because I'm not gonna lie, the food that they cook, also they're very it makes you hungry.
It kind of does.
Yeah, and also I like the whole like idea of like the food and the meals in Shogeki. You can actually make them in real life. It's not fictional.
Yeah.
You can actually make them. So that's a very good part as well.
Yeah,
I'll butt in here. It's like you know the food is good when you see it and you're like, oh, I want to make this, dude.
Yeah,
exactly.
I want to eat this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I also did that, man. Like I remember, like, I think to one of the camps back in uni, I brought the souffle omelet that Summer made, or I brought the ingredients for it, and I made it.
Yeah.
It was like,
how was it?
It was actually pretty satisfying. It's like so like fluffy and bouncy when you make it right. It's like when I made it. I made it wrong so many times, but when you get that one perfect one, that perfect flip, that perfect omelet, it just looks so like nice and fluffy and squishy.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's when like
Yeah,
it's
same here.
huh?
Yeah, same here. I made like some of the Soma's,
Absolutely.
quote unquote creations.
Yeah, I like also.
And I feel like
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I think also one reason why it's one of my favorite shonen genre or shonen animes is because the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack of Shokugeki. I think it's one of my favorite soundtracks of all time, honestly.
Especially the battle theme,
Oh,
and
the
also the
battle
opening
themes,
songs.
the opening songs and ending songs, but mostly the battle themes and stuff like that. And like
Oh yeah, when they started cooking.
yeah, and like the suspense. It looks like when they're judging, that suspense. It's like that. I don't know what it's called, like that piano or something, like that one note, something like that. It just like it actually builds up so well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
For like Shogeki, its openings, like I don't know why it's about cooking anime, but what does it look like? They're trying to save the world.
yeah. That's why it's a shonen. It looks like a shonen because it's like they're trying to save the world with cooking. Like the whole goal, like someone's whole goal is just to be the number one cook. But
I know.
But being the number one cook is debatable in that show. It's because like, how do you define what's the number one cook? Nah, but
It's
we're gonna
like, I
save the
think-
world with cooking.
One
Dude,
of the
Ian, you have to understand, man. So much trying to end world hunger, dude.
Yeah, man.
What and what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose. I guess.
Yeah. So, how about this question? Like, because we talked about like a lot of different shonens here. How would you define a shonen these days, considering the lines between content, between content consumption between age demographics have blurred? Like, say like it's because like it's how early it's like the shonen genre is for the younger audience, right?
Yes.
But how do you even like say like how do you like describe shonen these days in general? Because we can't just put it towards the younger audience anymore, can we?
Yeah.
But that's at least how I think of shonen would be. It's what it is, isn't it? It's like it's directed towards flashy colors, it's more meant for younger audiences. I wouldn't say younger. I mean like even as adults, you can still watch it. I like that's that.
Yeah.
But like it's I feel like it's still at the end of the day, it's still targeted towards those like at least teenagers,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
And then,
I think it's like something. For me, in my eyes, right, shonen animes are always that's like flashy action, a lot of actions and all that.
Yeah, but again, there's so many non-action shonens too, so it's a bit hard.
That's why in my eyes it's like those animes are.
And
action
I don't think it's for kids as well, because I'm pretty sure Claymore is not fucking for kids.
No.
Right?
Hell no,
Hell no.
And Rosalia to Vampire, if anyone of you guys know that. That's an etchy RA.
Hell, dude.
Shit,
Even to High School D by D as well. Oh
yeah,
my
High School
God.
DxD, To Love-Ru, we got Yuragi no Yuno-san, all that.
Dude, I don't even think One Piece is for kids.
Bakuman.
I say One Piece is for kids still, in a way.
No.
I don't know. I don't know, man. You see all those hourglass figures. Dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
I just say like I think the best way for shonen is like it's targeted towards at least teens now.
Yeah, and that's just at least teens.
Well,
like teenagers.
if you're talking about like I guess Japanese like demographic, because this is mostly towards the Japanese audience, so
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
guessing around you're around the 15 to 14. Basically, if you're going through puberty, it's targeted towards you.
Yeah.
And well, Japanese, they're more lenient. Would I say like it for America? There's some things for other countries. There's kind of like an age where there's like you can't watch this violence, right? But for Japanese, it's like it's fine for young kids to watch like blood and gore or whatever. You know what I mean? So there's a different culture there too. So
they grow up faster in Japan.
the girlfriend, all
faster in
smarter as well. They can tell the difference, right?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know about telling the difference, man.
But like see, Akama kill.
Oh,
That's not fucking kids, dude. That's like
that's the edgy
and all that.
picture, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's it's actually like towards the younger boys, not young boys, like not the
Teenagers.
younger boys, but then the teen the teen
Teens.
Yeah, like I said, it's like it's probably the best. Like it's basically for I guess like people who is like in that puberty stage or early puberty stage.
Yes.
It's like who kind of understand, and they're like what. But I do like it. I do like this genre. Like even though it's like targeted towards like that kind of audience. It's like something you wouldn't see most in like American cartoons or shows, because like they're like if they're for adults, they'll say it's for adults. Like you watch something like I say like Family Guy, that's clearly for adults and stuff like that. You can tell that's clearly for adults kind of show, but kids are probably gonna watch it because it's cartoon. And like that's this whole thing about anime. People are gonna watch. Little kids are gonna watch it because it's cartoon. But like it's at least it's more mature. Most of the time, it's actually more mature about it.
Yeah.
It's not as like when it comes to American cartoons or westerns like that. It's most of the time it's more either super violent or like very crude. I say the most recent example of like a cartoon that was but that was actually pretty adult rated, but it's pretty adult was like I think. The Invincible? Invincible?
Invincible is very adult.
Yeah, very adult.
That's not for kids, man.
I watched that recently, so yeah.
Violence gore.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Like that's like you can tell like kids will probably watch this, but it's definitely more of a like adult kind of like filtered kind of.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
it's for adult audience.
It's for adult.
Yeah.
Because death.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like a lot of-
definitely, there's a lot of gore as well, man.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of gore, dude.
It's not
Like-
Superman. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you that.
So like, yeah, the shonen genre is like kind of very blurry these days, but like it's just like more. I just see more of it as a genre for like, I guess the one that it could. It's like you know, it's not like okay, this is made for like a young kind of boy audience, but it's more like young boys are probably gonna watch this now. You're just gonna have to accept it.
Yeah.
Like we are horny. I guess young boys are horny sometimes these days. They're horny, they're curious, they got their hormones going, and so they're like, huh, maybe I want to see some blood. Nah, I want to see something super violent. Oh, maybe I just want to see something sexy. That's what it is now.
That's nowadays shonen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bokuben and like I think Gotobun has that kind of vibe to it. It's like, yeah, I want to see something cute, I want to see something hot, I want to see something like this and that.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's just like it's like I think it's just like the genre is just like more devolved into like we're just gonna put the label here because we feel like it's gonna be watched by this many people, like this kind of people.
Yeah.
It's like if
But what's the line? Like, what's the line to say that you can put something, categorize something as a shonen? What's the line?
I
yeah.
think that's a line though, right?
How will you describe a line? Because I like anyone can watch anime these days. Anyone watch any genre.
Yeah.
Heck, I don't even have to be I'm not an old man, but I can enjoy my seinen animes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and all that. It's like kind of weird. If I think about it.
I don't think there's a line. It's just I don't know.
I wouldn't know. Like I wouldn't know what can you put as like that. As long as like I think as the young audience kind of understand, it's still fantasy in a way, you know.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the best thing. Like for any kind of anime watcher in general, just know that it's like all fantasy. It's fiction.
Thanks, Joey.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joey.
Thanks, Joey.
Anime and manga is fiction. Your waifu is not real.
Thanks, Joey.
Joey, don't hurt us like that, man.
No.
You do not know, Ian. I'm also hurting myself for saying that.
No.
No matter how long you stand in front of the mirror screaming out Kamehameha, it's not gonna come out.
Oh, watch me.
It might. It might. It might. Just say it might.
No matter how many times I call hockey, I'm not gonna get hockey powers.
Hey, you don't know that. Think about it. It might come. Who knows?
See, because in the context of shonen, it's like because you didn't believe. You aren't believing hard enough.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Sure,
Maybe
actually-
we need to be like. Maybe we just need to believe harder. But it's just something about. I think there's just something that is stopping us from believing super hard.
Wait, believe.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty bad though? Because some of them gets their powers through like forceful means.
Yeah. You know, eating hairs.
Yes.
Eating hairs.
Crunchy.
Oh, no.
Dying.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Dying.
if your parents are alive, you're probably not. You're probably not
the shonen
protagonist.
Yeah.
At least one.
If you want,
At least one has to die.
Yeah, at least one has to die.
oh,
Most of the time it's the mom.
Every
Most of the
one
time it's
has
the
to
mom.
die.
Most of the time it's the mom.
Guys. Hey,
Oh, well,
Deku's mom is alive, okay?
I said
Oh,
most
yeah,
of the
that's
time it's the
thing, that's why
mom.
Most of the time,
Most
right?
of the time.
It's mom. See, you look at Edward and Alphonse. Oh my god.
oh, you can be a spirit detective. You just
Yeah.
need to die first.
Like
Yeah.
Shinra's mom is gone. We got Soma's mom is gone. So much of the mom is gone.
Asta's
Why
That's
must
parents
his parents
non-existent.
die?
We don't even know who's Asa's parents are.
No, we do know his mom.
we do know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she's
that's
yeah,
spoilers,
yeah.
But yeah,
No,
but
we
that's
don't
like
have-
spoilers later on. But yeah.
Yeah.
Ichiko's mom died.
Yeah.
But we
Oh,
don't know who's Gon's
Futaro's mom. Futaro's mom, man, from Gotobun.
His mom is dead.
Oh yeah.
We watched Aaron's mom got eaten, so
Oh,
that's
yeah, true. Aaron's mom.
That's
did-
also a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, but then that one is anyways. Anyways.
I think we should like move on. I think like we gotta talk about the shonen genre. We have to talk about it, you know. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
One
we gotta talk about the big
Mm.
Longest running.
three. The big three.
Yeah, okay. The big three, yeah.
Which generation though?
Yeah,
What do you mean,
he's-
which generation?
okay.
The big three is one.
When we think about the big three, everyone puts these three series in mind. These three come to
Oh
mind.
yeah.
One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach.
Yeah, but
Oh,
what other
hell
big three are there? That's the only big three.
No, there's like
no-
I read it somewhere before. There's like several like generations like of
That
big
doesn't,
three, like,
that doesn't count.
But
The
then,
big
like everything from there is like debatable, you know, whether it's like
Yeah.
old
Oh,
big
you're
three or
right,
new
you're
big
right.
three.
started. This is where it
Yeah.
all started. The big three is where it all
Wait, I thought-
started.
I thought Dragon Ball, Yuyu Hakusho, and like was it? I don't know, some other shonen was like.
Oh, Dragon Ball's still
legendary
big, dude.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dragon
but-
Ball's still big,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say
Dragon
Dragon
Ball-
Ball is like part of the big three. Like, here's the thing about it: if Dragon Ball is like the father of the big three, and the three kids are basically One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. That's what Dragon Ball's like the one above it.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Dragon Ball is Kakashi, Naruto, Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece is like the Team 7.
What
That's
I
how you
gotta
think
see
about
Naruto is Sakura,
it. I guess. No.
Naruto is Sasuke or some shit.
Or-
Actually, no. Bleach is Sakura because
Yeah,
that
Bleach is
died-
Sakura. Sorry,
That
Bleach
died
is Sakura.
before Naruto and One Piece, right?
Yeah,
So
it's like
One Piece is Naruto because it's probably the best out of the three.
yeah, Naruto is
Naruto
Sasuke.
is Sasuke because it really. what,
It went edgy for a second, I guess.
It went
yeah.
edgy in the second arc, dude.
Yeah.
and like he came back, you know what I mean. He
Yeah.
came
He
back.
came back.
back,
He came back in the end.
He
Like,
came
yeah.
back. He came back.
I like how we're describing the show as the Team
I
7.
have to say, like I have to say, right, like a lot of Naruto has like a lot of fillers, but then like One Piece does as well. But then you know
No, but One Piece does it well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Naruto
It's like-
fillers are-
That definitely doesn't feel like a filler. Though.
Yeah,
that's
One
the thing.
Piece feels
Yeah,
makes
that's the thing.
sense.
Yeah.
Except
that's the
for,
thing, that's the thing, that's the
well, except for the Foxy one, yeah, but we don't talk about it. But
Oh,
that's
no,
not
but that's
filler,
not filler,
canon.
though. That's not
Yeah,
canon,
that's
that's
It's
canon.
canon. It's canon.
It
It's
should
canon.
be filler.
No, I think it's pretty good. I honestly think it's pretty good.
Well, honestly, I thought
I like it.
I thought that the arc went ass, but the good thing we got out of it was Afro Luffy.
I think it was
Oh,
pretty good.
yeah.
But like, I think
Luffy.
the reason why I think One Piece has like the best kind of fillers is because it has the best excuse to do fillers.
Yeah.
Like okay, like they bump to a separate island.
Yeah, they
and
just
then
go
you
to a
can-
separate
It's a
island.
huge world.
yeah.
It's a huge world.
Yeah.
They're pirates. They can do anything
Yeah.
they want, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anything.
yeah.
Whereas like I seen like whereas like Naruto puts some weird ass feelers is like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, and they never mentioned like something that referenced that kind of place again, or like it doesn't really make as much sense in the world.
yeah.
Like was
But
there
the thing is,
wasn't there that filler of Mecha Naruto?
yeah, that was
Oh yeah,
lame.
yeah.
But like the thing is, you can skip the fillers, right?
Yeah.
So I don't see it's a huge. I don't think of
Yeah,
a
it was
huge
like it was
problem.
just getting off fillers and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I think we talked about fillers, but like but yeah, because of the fillers of Naruto, I got a question for like I guess you guys who watch Naruto here.
Mhm.
What era is Naruto? Is it like supposed to be a modern era or is it like a past era?
Okay.
It's
That's
a
one
bit
right.
hard to say.
That's
Or-
a bit, yeah.
Naruto and Naruto
Shippuden.
Shippuden, right? It's it's like the old era when there's like only ninjas and
Yeah.
Yeah.
scroll. Everyone's using scrolls. But then like when Boruto starts, it becomes
It's
modern.
development.
Because motherfucking
development.
Naruto has a laptop now,
It's
Yeah,
trained.
alright.
Oh,
It's
really?
trained.
and they have the USB scroll.
Wait, what
Oh,
is this?
Yeah,
kill me,
yeah.
dude. What is this?
Blimps. There's no blimps, trains.
Yeah, how-
Technology.
Oh,
There's a fucking chakra lightsaber now. There's a chakra lightsaber.
Yeah, it's like technology has
Yeah.
it improved, and
Okay.
Boruto,
There's
but then,
guns now in Naruto. If you think there's a
Okay.
machine gun.
I think the right question to ask, like, what era is what, is that you should be asking One Piece. What era is One Piece in? You have like flintlocks, like
no.
things that shoots out rounds, but you have lasers as
I
well.
think
Like,
No,
that's-
what?
I feel like
era.
One Piece has the most is consistent with where the era is at. Actually, honestly, if you think about
Really?
it's kind of like the old the exploring the world Victorian area. Like, do you know like when like all
But they have lasers.
huh?
yeah, because
Yeah, but it's like
they have-
but it's like
they have mecha
steampunk,
robots.
but it's also steampunk. That's the thing.
yeah, then like different areas has like different technology.
That's why like it's like
Yeah.
Keyword
like yeah, the lasers part usually come part of the steampunk kind of genre in a way.
Yeah.
What about Punk Hazard though? Like with the chemistry and laboratory, those are like really
No.
modern.
You can still stick with that like development error. Like, it's still like One Piece is like, I think at an era where it's like it makes sense where everything's kind of developing because it's the world's literally getting explored at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a
But why
It's like that, and then like I think
like rifles.
no.
yeah.
We will talk about that one later.
Like I think then for One Piece, right? At least because you know how the world's big, and then like
Yeah.
advancement, like technological advancement is like different around the world as well.
Yeah.
I think that applies to One Piece as well.
Think about if the characters were smart.
Sorry, what?
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 Like, think about if in like their time compared to our time, right? Think about they're more intelligent, right? They develop more faster than in our real world. Think about it like that way as well for the technology.
I suppose. I mean, like even their political system or like their like power systems.
Well,
pretty
yeah, of
modern
course.
as well. Like they
And
have
then like
water
the climates and all that shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
and
see,
like,
say something like Water 7, right? You know how
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the water just come like
It's basically
you
based
know,
on Venice.
What's
Venice.
the thing?
Yeah.
again? Yeah, it's something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we well we talked about Naruto and One Piece for a bit. Like, what's like what happened to Bleach there, guys?
We
Bleach is-
we
I don't watch
talk
Bleach,
about
I don't
that
know.
one. We don't talk
Bleach is
about that
like
one.
Bleach is our era, dude. It's like 2000 ish.
Yeah, I never watched Bleach, so
there.
I can't talk about Bleach.
I only know that their opening song kick ass. That's all I
No,
know.
the opening song kicks
Opening
ass.
kick ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It feels bad because it's the weakest out of the three.
Uh,
Just because of what happened, but yeah, that's not the creator's fault though. But, you know, still.
But no, how is Bleach's story like in overall like it's setting up or like going to it?
I love it.
It was
I love
good
it.
at the beginning. It was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah,
It's interesting, you know.
the 1000 arc was really good too. It just got to a point. 1000 arc. Whoa, was that 1000? I forgot. No, not 1000 arc. 1000 war or something like that. I forgot what's it called.
Thousand War.
What?
Wait, which one's that?
Forgot.
1000
I
Year
actually
War?
forgot. Yeah,
that
1000
it?
Year War, right?
I don't know.
Wait, which one's that?
The latest arc, isn't it, in Bleach?
Is
Or
it?
like,
Uh,
yeah, it should be.
Anyways.
Anyways,
Anyways.
Then the Quincy arc wasn't. That
Oh my
good,
god,
right?
no.
It was. Then after that was really, really bad. It was just because I think because I talked to Liam about this a lot as well. It's just that the creators they didn't give the creator enough time, right? They're like, oh, you have this certain amount of time to finish it. Then later they're like, oh yeah, now you have to finish it next month or something like that. Because he had everything. He had everything out planned. He planned out everything already. But then, because of the company, they're like, "Oh yeah, now you're running out of time. We're only going to give you this much time." So you have to make up some bullshit reason to. Yeah, it was bad.
Basically,
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you there.
yeah. I've heard about that,
I'm with
like artists or mangakas getting rushed because because of like I don't know whatever reasons or another.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly,
and
they
it-
shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it
like,
was-
Mangaka.
like you see
It's
the
really
mangaka start lose passion when they get rushed, you know.
Yeah. It's actually good. The show is not. The show is not bad. It's good. It's just what happened. Just made
Yeah,
people
you
like,
kinda put it down, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
it's good. Like you know, when they went to the Soul Society for the first time, it's really good. And then the arc after that, Huekomudo is fucking amazing. And then like it started going downhill after that. You know.
Yeah.
Was it like the Aizen
Uh,
arc that went down or no? Or was that?
No, I thought it was great.
good.
Okay.
It was
It-
amazing. And I really think they should have ended there, but you know.
It was the Quincy arc when it.
Nah,
was-
full ring.
Fullbring. Yeah.
It's
Oh
hard
yeah.
to- it's hard to go enough
people
for me and
People didn't really
Fullbring.
like Fullbring either, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Quincy arc happened, and then what Maikeru said happened. So
apparently they redoing half of it, like they're continuing Bleach.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
heard
the
the
anime?
manga's anime's coming back or something.
Yeah, and I assume that they're gonna actually change the ending because like if they're gonna just follow the manga as it is, right?
It's gonna stay
It's gonna
shit.
piss so many people
It's
off.
gonna stay
Yeah.
shit basically.
You guys have so many information, right? You have so much the fans gave you so much to work with. They're telling you what they didn't like about it, like, right? Feedback. You have so much feedback about it. So if they don't listen to the fans, then it's like the Sonic thing, right? They listen to their fan base. It's like, oh yeah, we need to change Sonic's design. They change it, and it was pretty good. Right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no excuse for them to fail this at this point, to be honest.
But then, like, sometimes making a new storyboard is really hard. So we'll see what happens.
Like, I'm not saying like god tier animation or I meant like story alone, right? Like,
no, that's what I said.
To the story, to the acceptable.
Yeah, that's what I'm about. Like, making a storyboard is pretty hard.
Yeah,
kind of thinking about the ideas and all.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully they don't pull a Promised Neverland season 2.
Yeah,
I guess.
that's a different one.
Yeah. Which is another shonen.
That's
Anime.
That's not a shonen anime, dude. You can talk about. But,
Okay, I think let's talk about like how do you think like Naruto as part of the big three?
Naruto.
I think Naruto is like the most. How do I say it? Actually, when I think of shonen now, I always hold it to the standard of Naruto, basically.
Okay. If you remove the fillers, well, okay, if you remove
obviously.
Remove the fillers. Like, let's not talk about fillers.
Okay, and change if you change the ending of Kaguya, you just remove Kaguya. Like, you still have Kaguya in it, but just don't make Kaguya as the
main guy.
Main antagonist,
yeah, it would be so good. Like, just make him defeat Madara, then you can have the Naruto and Sasuke fight at the end.
Yeah.
I would say it will be really good. It will be like an actual decent average, like not decent. It will be actually a really good.
Yeah, I think like Naruto would have been like pretty much perfect, a perfect shonen, where they exactly didn't include the Kaguya arc almost.
Yes, I agree. Yes, if they remove the Kaguya, it'll be actually perfect. It'll be really good.
Like, I think.
But was it because of Kaguya they sort of awakened some powers?
No. I reckon the reason why it kind of like it kind of went down, or like kind of like went down a bit because after Kaguya, because like Kaguya wasn't really built up properly.
Yeah.
She never really got.
She's just there.
She just kind of appeared. Like, at least with Madara, they built him up very well. Yeah. Like, they built up his story and like why he's antagonist, and like he was the main final boss, like leading up for a long time,
Well, okay, Kage has a big story within Naruto, right? But the thing is, I didn't think it was necessary for you to make her the last, right? It was because of her that the whole tree, the chakra tree activated. Like, it's because of her that everyone that had chakra, which is fine. If you just make her as a lore plot, it's fine. But the way that they brought her back just to be a villain, it was not really
the best
thing to do for that show.
I
Because
agree with
Madara
that.
was such a cool villain, right? Madara was like this really awesome villain they built up, and it was like so exciting. How are you gonna beat this guy? But then Kage happened, and he was just like, okay, that was really disappointing. Yeah.
So it's like unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It was really unnecessary. I
Yeah.
think.
I'll say the one thing Naruto did get done really good, like towards the end, was like kind of to cap it all up, was the rivalry between Naruto and Sasuke.
That fight was so good.
Like, not only is their fight was so good.
The series kind of started with Naruto versus Sasuke and ended with Naruto versus Sasuke. I fucking love it.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Yeah. Like, I think like the that's they developed that rivalry and those two characters up very well, like for the for the whole series. Yeah, that's what Naruto is basically. Like,
just Naruto versus Sasuke. You know, that's the thing you want to be looking out for.
Like, I'll say like
Naruto versus Sasuke,
I'll say like I guess it towards like the Shippuden part of the sides, like when it got later, like the fights became more power focused. Rather than like in the strategy focus, like because because ninjas are supposed to fight with strategy and stuff like that, but it became more power focused. That's kind of like what threw off.
Yeah, because it's Shonen, right?
Yeah, it's Shonen. Yeah. Like I love some of the early fights in Naruto, like especially any fight with Shikamaru in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
The Shikamaru, man, he can only fight with strategy. So that was like the best thing was just watching him fight, or like how he can come up to how to bamboozle someone.
Yeah. See, even the ending episode, the non-canon ending episodes, right? Like the episodes like that after the whole Sasuke and Naruto fight, right? All those episodes were really good too. Like especially the wedding between.
You mean the
wedding?
Right?
The thing that led to the wedding.
Yeah, the thing that led up to the wedding.
I would also like to touch about the movie as well. Right? The movie is really good.
Oh yeah,
I think the movie is
actually I like what Naruto did in the epilogues, like after the fight with, because after the fight in like the manga, I believe, like we were just kind of given like quick epilogue and like these things happened, but like we didn't get layups of how this happened.
Yeah. Even Sasuke has his mini epilogue type thing in the anime with whole him, and that was really good too. So it's like,
I think like Naruto in general is the really good series. Like if you just
except for the Kaguya, if you ignore the Kaguya, part,
and like and the filler arcs, but
and the filler arcs,
I remember.
Like
I remember like when the tree thing happened, and like everyone was gonna get their like world, like get their genjutsu. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put this on pause for a bit because I know for a fact that this is a big excuse for a filler.
There was all filler there too,
this is like we're gonna get different scenarios here, man, for genjutsus.
And I didn't have to go through that because fucking I was reading the manga now. I couldn't be bothered watching that.
Yeah. And
I did watch the
we got the good meme out the whole thing though. The Naruto swing bench got more screen time than Tenten.
Yes, right.
How does that work?
Dude,
that feels so bad.
Swing,
the swing, right? The Naruto swing.
I know.
Hey, the swing is Naruto's best friend. It was there when he was being really good.
It kind of is.
Outcast.
It kind of is.
Naruto's best friend.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I think you guys may have seen my anime list, but I rated Naruto a 10. But that's just solely for the fact that because I finished it.
Because I remember you saying something along the lines where, fuck, I sat through 500 episodes of this shit. If it made me sat down through 500 episodes, fuck, it did something right. I'm like,
it did something right.
Yeah, it did something.
That's my exact excuse for now for the next anime, which is One Piece. I'm still sitting through that, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna stop sitting through it. It's like 900 plus episodes, and like
I need to catch up,
1,000 plus chapters.
Okay, so the thing with One Piece is that for those who want to get into One Piece, but like they cannot be bothered sitting through so many episodes, I'm gonna tell you this right now: do it.
It's worth.
Just do it. It's worth it.
If at least you don't want to, if you don't want to sit through the episodes, at least read the manga. I think it's really
and also like that's the thing about like One Piece. I can also like it's a series that I can also read. I recommend the manga as well with the anime. If you can't be like if you don't like watching if you don't like reading manga, go watch the anime. If you don't like reading manga. If you don't like watching anime, read the manga.
Watching animated manga. Thanks.
Yeah, I meant something like that. Yeah. It's like the whole
that.
series is just that good. I think.
Yes.
I'm just so behind though. I'm so behind.
That's the only off-putting thing that is because it's a really long series. That's also.
But there's the reason.
Also, it's
why
not finished
so
yet.
long.
Yeah.
How long?
It's not gonna get finished, dude.
How long do you guys think it'll take me? Because I'm pretty much up to the time skip.
For what? For
time
what?
skip.
Or...
No, anime.
Oh, you mean literally in the
anime?
I'm up
Sabaody meetup.
Yeah. I'm up. Literally the beginning of the time skip. That's where.
Depends on how fast you read.
I would say like actually, time skip is
3
like
weeks.
No. No. 3 weeks for a madman. I guess so.
3 weeks for a madman. Actually, 3 weeks for a madman.
Yeah. I caught up to One Piece basically from episode 1 to I think Dressrosa in like 2 months, 2 to 3 months. I remember when I was like kind of rewatching it and stuff like that, like catch up completely with the anime.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that this would take him probably. Yeah, probably I always say it's 2 months. I feel like the time skip arc's a lot longer though. That's the thing.
It is.
Yeah, like especially
Dressrosa took ages.
Dressrosa is ages. Wano is ages right now. Wano is about to be the longest arc, I think, right now.
Yeah. Dressrosa took
Yeah.
ages, man.
Zoe was quick though. Punk has it was like it's thing.
Oh yeah, that was quick. That was quick.
The reason why it feels like ages, also kind of quick ages, is because like the whole alliance that Luffy made with Law. I feel like it's like because like it's been a long time since they made that alliance, you know.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since they made that alliance, and like it's only finally, you know, like actually like the goal of the alliance is actually finally happening now in the manga. Yeah, I'll say it'll probably take like I say if you want to be healthy about it, 2 to 3 months to like catch up.
Yeah, if you're gonna be healthy, that is.
Yeah,
If you'll be a
healthy.
madman.
If you want to be a madman, you can do the 3 weeks.
3
thing.
weeks.
3 weeks like Ian.
It's just the only reason why the only reason it stopped me from watching it is because there's so many, because I'm watching weekly now, right?
Yeah,
And
you
that's
have no
just-
time. You have no time.
It's just so much shows to catch up. Like I don't even run a fucking anime, you know, like show or whatever on YouTube, but I up to date with majority of the anime these days, which is really hard to actually watch like one of the big threes.
Yeah, like with even with One Piece, like I know how do you feel like about like trying to catch up. Like I mean, like there was a time where I was like 2 seasons behind One Piece, like 20 something episodes behind. Like I only recently caught up recently with it, like because I read the manga. I keep with the manga weekly, stuff like that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so like I skip back on it. But then like when I go back to the anime, I'm like watching. This is so freaking cool still. Like right now, like I'm watching the even though I read this part in the manga, I'm like I'm watching the anime, like this part is just still cool, you know?
Because I
It's so
really
cool to
like
relive.
the show. I really do like the show. It's just
Like
catching up is really awkward.
It's a pain.
yeah, it's bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like that's
no,
like the only thing about One Piece. It's a long running series. It's gonna stay a long running series. But like it's so worth it because like each arc they keep finding ways to up themselves, you know, most of the time.
Yeah.
And like the
every time.
development of like Luffy and like seeing their like how powers work in that word, the powers scaling kind of works in that show. It's like
Yeah.
very kind of satisfying to watch.
Your power scaling is scaled
yeah.
through their boundaries.
Yeah, also okay, I'll get you this, Maikeru. You're gonna probably I know you like Japanese culture and like all that stuff like a lot.
Wano Kingdom is your deal.
Like when you get to Wano Kingdom, trust me, it would be worth it. You also see the
You love it.
you also see
You
the
love it.
jump in animation. Like
Oh, yeah.
the One Piece
Yeah.
the Wano animation arc it looks really good now compared to like some of the episodes look like movie quality.
I saw a lot of like
I thought about
image about that and all that. Yeah.
Like I think like Wano right now has like a chance to be One Piece like best arc. If not, it can be already. Because like my favorite One Piece arc is Water 7 arc. That's like
Yeah, it's just like thingy, dude. It's just like Avengers, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's
you
my
have all
favorite
these
arc?
pirates. What's it called?
Teaming up,
Banding up together.
yeah, that's like that's what it is. Like it's like that's why Wano is so good because like you have like all the pirates, some of the pirates like teaming up.
It's
You
just
know-
like
Yeah.
what was that? Stampede?
Stampede, Stampede was so
Stampede.
good. The movie was so
Stampede
good.
was
I haven't
amazing.
actually watched Stampede yet.
Oh,
You haven't
so-
watched-
So, nah.
Dude,
I want to. I want to.
Stampede movie is just literally a movie just for One Piece fans. You're probably not gonna like it if you don't like One Piece, but you're probably gonna love it if you watch One Piece.
One Piece.
That's what Stampede movie is.
The thing with One Piece is that like I don't know much about other shonen fighting animes. Like maybe there's something I don't know.
Mhm.
In my opinion, One Piece is probably one of the anime, even that one of most of the animes out there that would splurge the entire budget on non-important character fights.
Yeah, man.
One of the example would be in Dressrosa, would be Sai with Laoji, the old buff dude.
Oh, yeah,
but,
man.
like,
Oh, yeah, the
Oh,
old dude.
dude.
over that one girl, he's like, like if I win, I'll take her to be my wife. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, I
man.
remember that.
It's like, oh.
Baby 5, man.
Oh, dude, like, who would spend so much budget on a fight between like non-important characters? I
know,
just
right?
can't think.
Black Clover did. Black Clover did.
Sometimes
the
the
captain.
accent. Yeah.
The captain.
Oh, the
The
captain, right?
The captain fights. That was like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
Yeah, One Piece does so great. I'm gonna fanboy One Piece. It's like it makes me cry, man. He makes men cry.
It does. It does. It does. I cried like a few
Mary.
times watching One Piece, dude.
Yeah, I've cried so much.
You're going great.
I've cried so much in One Piece. I freaking cried for a ship, man.
For chip,
Yeah.
I'm
yes.
pretty sure. Honestly, I'm pretty sure we all
I
did.
can't believe I cried for a
pretty sure we all
boat.
did.
I can't
I'm
believe One
pretty
Piece
sure we all
did
That was
did
that.
really sad. Yeah.
I can't believe
Dude,
One
every
Piece
time I
did
revisit
that.
I revisit that scene, I always
Yeah.
cry. I just can't, you know.
Yeah.
It's that good.
Yeah, I think like One Piece is so good at building up emotions, like your emotional attachment as well to the characters, and like to this world in general, and all the stuff that the
Yeah.
characters go through. That's why I think it's literally probably one of the best series of all time, and why I know why it's so successful, because Oda is such a good storyteller.
He's a
Yeah.
master.
Yeah.
He's-
Bless that.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless.
It's like
May he
so
be
every time I
healthy.
see him go on break, I'm like, you go take your break, man. Like you take that break.
You deserve
deserve that
it.
break.
You really deserve it. He deserves it.
Yeah. It's like yeah.
I think so too.
So like
So, I think recent in the anime at least, recent episodes.
yeah.
I think the most disheartening and most uncomfortable, at least to me, to watch would be the Oden's past.
Yeah, Oda.
It's not
Oden.
past. It's not bad. It's just really annoying to watch at some degree.
No. I get that. I get that. Yeah, you're right.
Like,
You're right.
Why?
Why is that? Explain.
It's okay. Okay, so if it's One Piece, Oden's past, yeah. So we talk about Oden's past. It's pretty obvious. So it's like with the whole thing that he could have avoided, the president could have avoided. He could have resolved it back then, but he chose to ignore it intentionally.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? And also that guy, that Orochi, can just like die in a ditch and rot for all I care. This is one of the most hated
Wow.
characters in my list right
It
now.
is. It is.
Yeah,
Ah,
One Piece does really good at making you hate characters and love characters.
Just-
yeah. Oh my god. Oh my.
Yeah, but then
I wanna
Ian,
hit something.
if that stuff didn't happen in the past, we won't get the cool stuff that's happening in the present.
I know.
Yeah, man.
I know, but
Yeah,
but
I know.
It's so hard to watch.
It's
man.
like yeah, it's hard,
oh,
but it's still like kind of satisfying. His like character, like his character is such a Chad.
Yeah,
It is.
really.
Yeah,
Orochi
like,
better die,
I'm
though.
telling you, Maikeru, when you get to, if you can try to make it to Wano, it's really worth it for you specifically. I can tell you that. But you know, any One Piece fan, the journey is amazing. That's the thing. I don't even if One Piece has like doesn't have like the best kind of ending or like a met ending, I still think it's gonna go down as the best like one of the best series of all time because of simply the journey. It's all about the journey.
yeah, the journey towards the ending is really good.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think.
Like I don't think like I think you can have a sort of a shit ending with One Piece and people would be like, but the fucking journey was amazing.
Yeah, journey's
Yeah.
really
It's
good.
actually true though. It's actually
Yeah.
true though. I'm actually really curious about what the One Piece is.
Yeah, like that's probably always been the biggest mystery right now. What is the
Yeah.
actual One Piece? Well,
Oh,
I'm
it was
hoping
a giant straw hat.
I'm hoping Oda sticks to his word and say it's actually something and not like a what's the
The power of friendship. Or
no,
blah,
not
blah,
powerful.
blah.
Like it's not like some like yeah, it's not like you know like something like
It's actually physical.
Yeah, it's not physical, not methodical, is it? Or was it?
Yeah.
Is that what's the word for it? Is that the word for it? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's like something actually physical. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So still to this day, we don't know what it is. Hoping to find out. I think he said something like I think there's supposed to be metaphorical. That's the word. But I think I think One Piece is supposed to end in the next 5 years, manga wise at
Oh,
least.
really?
But
They
we
say
don't
it
know
might
that.
be longer. They say it
That's
might
I
be
don't know
longer.
that.
That's just a
Still-
rumor, but yeah, that's what I feel like Oda's like. We always get these updates where he says like Oda's like 80% done, 70%. That's like what the like you're like how you're only 80% done and 1 year later you're still 80% done. You know?
Maybe that's a big. That's the thing. It's so
Yeah,
much
it's so
to
big,
talk
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
We have a lot of mystery that we still haven't
Yeah,
talked
it's
about,
like-
the Void Century.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I feel like
that.
no, because I feel like there's Wano. There's supposed to be only like 2 more arcs after Wano. I think. I have a feeling.
Only
there's-
2.
I feel like there's only 2 major arcs coming after Wano. Like
Wait, but
I don't know about that, right? We
we have all the Red
don't
Poneglyph party, right?
no, like because I think like there's like, I think like there'll be like sort of a mini arc, but then there'll be like a big arc, I guess.
Oh, you
Like-
mean the big arc? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
like there'll
that
be
makes
like a
sense.
mini arc and there'll be like a big one to end it.
Mm.
Like because I think there was a rumor there was supposed to be a war arc happening as well at the
Yeah.
end. So I don't know how that one's supposed to be established properly yet. But yeah,
the so-called big arc that will make.
it must like
the-
have to do something with the world government.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, most
for
likely.
sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, but One Piece is just that series. Like, it's freaking great. If you like,
It's solid.
it's really good. It's not even just solid. It's just really good. I gotta have to fanboy on this, but One Piece is probably going to be the best anime and manga series of all time.
Not gonna
Mhm.
lie, it could be. And when it ends, then it's gonna shake the anime community and be like, oh my god,
Nah,
it's
yeah,
finally ended.
it's funded. It's
Something.
over. It's that Frodo
It's
meme all over again. It's done. It's finally over.
Oh my, I might cry just watching the final.
Dude, I'm gonna be
episode.
like,
I'm
I'm gonna like
the
my
journey.
that day, my I guess that Fridays or / Sundays for watching for anime when like One Piece ends, be like, I feel so empty. It's gonna feel so
Yeah, I
empty.
know, right?
It's what
My grandkid's gonna be like, "What, Granddad? What's this thing called One Piece?" I'm like, "Sit down, you little shit.
It's
I'm
like-
gonna tell you a story."
yeah, like grabs all like 50 plus volumes. How many volumes volumes of the manga? It starts
It's more than
reading it.
50.
Huh?
It's more than 50.
Yeah,
It's
it's like,
you know, 50 was Thriller Bark.
Huh? What? 50 was that?
Oh, trailer.
Thriller Bark.
Thriller Bark? Oh
Thriller Bark.
shit, man! It's like
Thriller
let me just grab all my manga volumes of it like on the shelf and just start reading it one by one to my kids.
Like I remember 50 was Thriller Bark because the skull, you know the skull in One Piece,
Yeah.
the Luffy symbol.
Yeah.
It was on
Yeah.
frame. That was the coolest cover in the manga that I've seen so far.
Yeah. But I think that we could talk about all about the big three right now, and like the reason why they're
Oh,
probably
yeah.
big three is because like they are the most talked about.
Also,
Also,
that's
the most-
when it
most-
all started.
Yeah, also
right?
yeah, the
That-
most notable. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's when it
Oh.
all started. When people start being like, "Oh, look, that's when the three was compared to each other and talked a lot." That's why it's called the big three, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. There hasn't been anything like that since.
Yeah. It's like it's
I guess it's the big three to us, but like in the future generations, they might see another big three. They'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
like Boku no Hero is the big three, or like one of the big three, this and that."
I also,
Yeah, I think
yeah, I'm gonna ask people you guys that right now. Like, if there was hypothetically a new big three, what would you put in your big three for modern shonens? I guess.
Modern?
Like currently, yeah.
Yeah, currently, yeah.
Currently, for Shonen, right?
Yeah, of course, Shonen. Okay, I guess this has to be Shonen Jump because this is a jump kind of thing.
yeah,
So-
the big three thing. Yeah.
The current big three to me is Hero Academy, Attack on Titan, and Demon Slayer. Those are the big three.
Is Attack on
Yeah.
Titan?
If you agree.
No, I thought it's not Shonen Jump. It's
Well, it's Shonen, right?
it's
it's
Shonen,
Shonen,
but it's not Shonen.
Oh, so if you want to talk about Shonen Jump, I guess it's Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
Jump?
Uh,
If that's the case, because at the moment, all I can think about is Demon Slayer and Hero Academy. Like they're up there.
I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah, but-
it's out there.
Yeah. I agree with Maikeru. When it comes to popularity, those are the three that come to mind as well. Like Demon Slayer,
Clarity.
Boku no Hero Academia. No, Boku no Hero Academia and Attack on Titan.
And Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Like Attack on Titan, yeah, Demon Slayer and Boku no Hero are the most popular right
Yeah.
now.
The third one, I
But
don't
like,
really know.
but two of those already ended.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if you can count it, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, well, okay, what would you say, Ian? Then, if that was like, okay, just screw Shonen Jump. You just say whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, you say that. Okay, fine. I suppose I could go with the same thing. Demon Slayer, Hero Academy. If I think really hard, then like if it's not Shonen Jump, you'd be Attack on Titan because it's like the most talked about, one of the most talked about shonen.
Yeah, isn't it like top 10? It's in the top 10, right?
It's
I feel
definitely
it's only top 10 because of the
Oh
recency.
wait, no, it's not. Oh wait, yeah, no, it's top. Yeah, it's number 2, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Hero Academy is like number 6. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
yeah.
2 top 10.
Denny.
And
Yeah,
Demon
popular
Slayer is
is very,
15.
It's very, very popular.
Do you agree with it? Everyone else, basically, Denny?
Yeah, basically, right. I mean, in my heart, Black Clover is in it, but
Yeah.
I don't think.
Like, if
Yeah.
if I'm talking about my heart right now, I think if people gave it a chance, Black Clover should be in the
like, Black Clover
should be the top 3.
Yeah,
honestly,
it should be
Yeah,
top
I
Should
agree.
be. It
I
should
agree.
be.
I agree.
Like, it even has
I,
that.
I honestly think it's
like
that.
even when you read it, it has that feeling of like a big 3 anime or like big 3 manga series.
Yeah.
If people gave it a chance, it should have been there. Like with
I really
with
think
My
it's
Hero
good.
Academia as well. Like I think I still like even though I think My Hero Academia right now has become overrated, I still think it's a pretty solid. It has become a solid show in its own right.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
it is.
And like
I think it is.
for the third slot, I don't know because I haven't read all of Demon Slayer right now, and but I heard it's gets kind of pretty good. For Jujutsu Kaisen wise, I've heard from other people that it kind of falls off.
In the manga
Yeah,
currently,
yeah.
it sort of did.
Yeah.
A bit
Yeah.
falls off, yeah.
Yeah, it falls off quite a bit. So yeah, I wouldn't know about like that. So I'll just stick with like Clover, Boku no Hero, and Demon Slayer for now. If Demon Slayer,
Well, that's what
very
that's what
standard,
you-
very standard.
yeah.
that's within.
Yeah, that's very
yeah, that's within
your.
that's within my heart. I would say that the Demon Slayer is the Bleach in this situation because it's the one that's ended.
Oh yeah,
Just because it ended first.
Because it ended early.
It
Yeah.
just
Well,
ended
technically,
first,
like for me, I think right for Demon Slayer, I think like get title filler rush as well.
Mm.
It could be so much better, but then like
Yeah.
some.
And
Yeah.
again, I love Demon Slayer a lot, but I feel like Tanjiro is so plain. He's such a plain protagonist. Like
You meant to say he's a very nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
but
Tanjiro is a very nice guy.
being a nice guy, Ian,
he's
doesn't
extra
mean it doesn't mean it's
And
always a
and Maikeru, just because your girl can't talk doesn't mean she's a good girl.
True,
Yeah.
you got me there. You got me
Oh,
there. But yeah,
man.
Sorry to call you out, Nezuko Sims.
you
Simple men's.
got me there. You got me there.
Uh,
Anyway,
That's the problem, right? That I have with these new shonens, where the main character is so plain, right? Midori is pretty plain. Tanjiro is plain.
You're pretty plain.
Eren just screams.
Oh no, I would say Eren is actually becomes quite interesting, but
Yeah,
in a to me in a bad way. But he becomes interesting. He's like,
he becomes interesting.
well, that's just for me personally. But he is like he becomes quite interesting.
Even Yuji
Comes
is
the
not that
luge.
exciting from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah,
Yuji,
yeah.
he's not that
Yeah.
exciting at the moment either.
I think for like most shonen animes these days, I mostly go in there for the side characters. Most of the time, it's the supporting cast.
Yes.
The supporting cast is like what usually keeps you staying most of the time. I think for any shonen, like that's like I stayed for Shokugeki most, like even the Soma was like actually interesting. I stayed for mostly the supporting cast. Same with Black Clover. Same with My Hero Academia. Like I mean, I love majority of the supporting cast for My Hero Academia over Deku more.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, like this is like probably not a popular opinion, but I guess like some people don't like this idea that I think Bakugo is the best character written in My Hero Academia by far. And like
I like Todoroki as well.
like
I
I like
like
to
Todoroki.
like it's like there is reasons why I can see that people don't like Bakugo, but also there's reason why I think Bakugo is the best written character and most interestingly written. And like
Yeah.
like same with Black Clover, like I think Asa is the best written character in Black Clover, but like all the side characters are pretty good in as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like say like Magna, right? Magna's really
Yeah,
good.
Magna is so
I think
underrated.
yeah, Magna is like
Yeah.
very underrated.
Okay,
That's-
let me ask you guys something, right? Is it worth to continue watching again? Because I finished season 1 and I didn't really enjoy
What show is this?
Which one?
Wait, what are we
Hero
talking
Academy. Hero
Oh.
Academy.
Okay.
Keep watching. He gets really good. Yeah.
I'll say it peaks at season 2 right now. But like and I say this the current season, I think season 5 now or 4.
Yeah, season 5.
Season
yeah,
5 right now.
five.
It's the season 5 is I will say it's the low part of every shonen, you know? Like I say every shonen always has that one bad arc, you know? And that's what season 5 is right now. But then when it gets to season 6, that's where it gets good again. Yeah. Like cuz like I was
preparation.
yeah, it's like this like what's happening in the manga right now is pretty good. Like it's like it's also because they're heading to endgame.
Yeah, they're heading. It's a final arc, or sorry,
I
final.
I think right now
Yeah.
currently the manga is like going in a good direction. I think it's really good right now.
Because if I'm gonna watch it again, I'm probably watching it for the other characters. Because Midori is not a character I can root for. Like I don't know, he's just.
Man, I'm
he's
No,
not-
no, understandable.
Yes, I know.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm just rooting for my boy Bakugo, man. He gets so much cool
How does-
development.
how does he not get like freaking, I don't know, a stroke from being so angry all the time?
I don't know.
You just described Vegeta as well. He's fucking mad all the time, man.
Yeah, it's over 9,000. No, wait, no, that's Goku. No, it's Goku. That's Goku.
He's a Saiyan. I can understand that he's probably physically, his nerves are probably physically strong by compared to normal human beings.
No.
I was like, oh, why?
Nah, it's because his voice actor sometimes plays chill characters. Yeah.
That sounds about right, dude.
Oh, on the topic of Hero Academy, right? So apparently there was a rumor that Disney wanted to buy Shonen Jump because they want to get they want a collab from Hero Academy with the MCU.
Okay.
Collaboration.
Which is
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
buy them.
I was like, F off, please no.
No, man, I
No.
wanna see fucking, I don't know, what
Spider-Man?
Uraraka or I don't know, or someone as a Disney princess, bro.
Uraraka is a Disney princess.
Uraraka is a Disney princess now, dude.
Nah, Danny. What you want to see is My Hero Academia in Kingdom Hearts. Yes.
Oh my
Nah, I
God.
actually don't. But yeah,
Just
but
kidding.
I know what you mean. But I actually don't.
Yeah. No,
Nah,
like,
man.
Next thing you know, you see Yoda and Gran Torino side by
Oh
side.
hell yeah,
Oh,
dude. Oh.
no, honestly, like I think like that rumor right now. I think the whole
Should be
idea.
bullshit.
I think it's like the whole idea is just get artwork, like official artwork together. That's it.
Because
Yeah,
like
it's fine,
like when I heard that, I'm like, this has to be fake. I was like, yeah, this is bullshit. But then I'm like, wait, it's fucking Disney. Like, the fuck, like, they have the power to do this type of shit. So I'm like, hopefully it's bullshit, right? But I'm guessing it's just bullshit. I'm pretty sure it's just bullshit. But there's still that lingering feeling where it's like, it's Disney.
Disney should stick with like Disney stuff. I don't think they should like buy
Yeah.
over Shonen Jump like the
Yeah.
rumor says. Like
Yeah.
they should just like stick to where they are.
Yeah.
This is my opinion
Yeah.
at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think like also I think like I say like Disney kind of like is capitalizing on the idea, but also like of superheroes, but also it's because like My Hero Academia came out at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Like
I
My Hero
suppose.
Academia came out at the perfect time where superheroes are blooming. You know, the superhero genre is blooming, like rising,
Okay.
because of all the MCU stuff.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
another reason why it's like kind of popular.
Again, for whoever watching Joey's stream at the moment, take this with a grain of salt. It's a rumor I heard, right? I'm not saying it's happening. It's a rumor.
Yeah, Michael. If it happened, it's on you, eh?
Yeah, like, if it happens, it's on you. Yeah.
It's on you, Michael.
I believe
You.
Trash Taste also talked about it a bit as well.
About Disney buying Shonen? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember that.
Connor brought it up.
Just why?
I don't
Why?
Yeah, it's on you, yeah. If if it happened,
I'm not blaming Connor for this. I'm blaming you now.
know. Yeah.
It's on Michael, dude.
Yeah.
We see Zoro versus Anakin Skywalker. Yeah.
Yeah, wait, what?
Yeah, man. And the power of hockey goes through. And the power of hockey goes through lightsabers. Yes, that will make sense.
Ah yes.
Oh man.
Oh, look at see Kizaru fight, man, like the laser. Zing, 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 zing.
Like,
We will see what happens.
Yeah.
Honestly, for this one,
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But then like, it
Pray.
Yeah.
Pray.
Probably
Anything
won't.
anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. So
okay. Let's get. How about like just talk about some. Let's talk about some. Just quickly talk about some. Touch on other topics about shonen. Like, what I guess. What's something that you don't, I guess, like about the shonen genre? Is there anything
What I don't like?
what you guys don't like?
Huh.
Quickly. Yeah.
As in like, oh, fillers.
yeah, okay, it's not popular, right?
It sounds like
Fillers is obvious. Yeah.
Alright, it's not popular, right?
Like I'll say the thing is like, I think when you watch a lot of shonens, it gets kind of predictable.
Yeah,
like
I
it gets really
mean-
predictable. And
Like the main character's friendly, very cool.
yeah, very
unique,
cool.
and,
It's like,
you
oh, this is
know,
gonna happen one way, and it's like, oh,
Right.
yeah, it happened exactly the way you thought it was gonna happen. You know?
Yeah.
Tragic past, you
Yeah.
know, and there's some inner problems that cause them to go down this path, you know.
Like I think that's the only kind of gripe you have, like you have if you like literally watch if you just watch so much shonen. Yeah. That's why like some stuff become very kind of generic to me, or like super quick.
It's not that interesting.
yeah.
You know, like
there's-
I've seen this
it's like
before.
now I'm like every time I watch the shonen like actual like shonen stuff like with an action fantasy battle shonen, I gotta feel the heart in it, you know. There's gotta be some kind of heart I can feel like it's like it's the feeling now. It's not like it's like good, but I feel it has to be the feeling. You get me? Like at first, I'll say Black Clover did not get me. It didn't get me until a couple late episodes later, like way down the track later in, it got to me. Like it's like I can feel the heart being put in this. Yeah. That's just for me though. Like some,
No, I agree.
like some other stuff.
That-
Even from that, like I will say, even for a show like, Demon Slayer,
yeah.
I don't feel as much heart in it for some reason. Like there hasn't
No.
been the point where I can say, I love this. It's like, I can appreciate it. This is good, but it's like I don't exactly love it, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's just like it's all become a feeling. That's like that's what I get for watching so much you know, shonen.
Well, yeah. Like these days, when I'm watching shonens, right, I'm like, okay, let's see what type of attack are they gonna do? Like, what's the name of the attack? Because in majority of the shonen, they're always like, you know, there's always that
Screaming out the attacks.
name.
That's a unique, you know,
Yeah,
out of this
that-
world kind of thing.
Yeah. That's probably the one thing I watch shonen.
Oh, speaking of attack names, man. Speaking of attack names, freaking Fire Force attack named by Shinra. Something man kick.
Man kick. Man kick.
Yeah. Something retarded. Something stupid.
Usually something.
Yeah, it's usually
But then,
something.
those are the best ones.
Yeah.
I mean, like some people can like maybe that's what's unique about him. He's not creative with his name.
Yeah. It's not really creative names. Yeah.
Oh, actually, the shonen that has the most creative name for the attack or abilities is Bleach. Like to me, that has the most unique attack. Right? It's like like the Espada is like all Spanish names, right? Which is really cool. And like for all the Soul Society, all the Soul Reapers, they're
Japanese.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
really
they're using
unique Japanese thing, right? It's not like I'm trying to think of a shonen that has like a really basic
Basically.
Gon's rock paper scissors.
gun, rock, paper, scissors. Yuyu Hakusho, spirit gun, literally spirit. and
I mean, I think fairy tales thingies are also a bit generic.
yeah, like it's dragon roar, like you know, like even Naruto's ones are pretty
Yeah, right. Fireball jutsu. Boom.
fireball.
If I about
even
jutsu.
Yeah.
One
No,
Piece,
but
right?
it makes
But-
it unique about the hand sign though in
Yeah.
Naruto. It's the hand
Talk
sign.
no
Yeah.
jutsu.
Talk
Yeah.
no jutsu.
Yeah.
or like fucking what Gallic gum fucking
Oh yeah.
rapid fire or whatever, like,
Yeah.
like you know,
Gatling.
Yeah. Gatling.
yeah,
Yeah.
Gatling.
Oh, I think we
Thor's hammer.
Yeah. Like some of the attacks in One Piece have become like have generic names, but that's like the simpleness is like what gets to it.
Yeah.
Like Usopp's.
That's also. Yeah.
Who's the
I mean, Sogeking. Bro.
Sogeking.
Sogeking.
Star something
Sogeking?
fire, isn't it? I can't remember.
No, the 100-ton hammer.
The hammer. Oh, yeah.
A lot of things.
oh
And then the noise, the screen. Oh my god. They're also scratching the board thingy
Yeah.
to make that weird sound.
yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that
Then you,
shit, dude. I
then
don't
you
wanna
get
get into that.
then you get some like cool ones. Cool ones like as because I just watched JoJo recently. Some like freaking
oh
Joseph.
really?
Oh, sunlight yellow
Sunlight
overdrive.
Overdrive. Something
Yeah,
else.
man.
I was like, oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I
But then like Juju's thing, right? They actually don't have like
Names.
names. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Well,
called
don't
the
It's called
stand has
Stan.
names,
Is it?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stand has names, but then they don't have like a name for attacks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
becomes order muda later on, doesn't it?
Or
Or just simply punching and
Yeah.
a lot of fist fights.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, they don't have like they don't follow the all of my attacks need to have names,
Well,
and it's so much cooler that way, something like that.
FIB doesn't have name calling. It's just clap your hand and place your hand on the track.
Yeah, like that's something else, you know.
So
Yeah, technically even Black Clover doesn't, but
Oh, Black Clover has name
It does.
has some have names, yeah, it does, yeah, it does.
Some of them
yeah,
The Black Meteorite.
yeah, Black Meteorite, yeah.
oh
Yeah.
Black
calling.
Meteorite.
Black Meteorite.
Oh, so like, have we like covered pretty much like everything of like, wait, so is that the only thing we kind of find bad about shonen genres? Is like,
What?
it's like it gets repetitive for us, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
sick.
yeah,
Yeah,
it gets really
it's
good. for them.
predictive. You
Yeah,
know, like it's like, I don't see it happening.
And their characters are overpowered as shit.
It gets repetitive like throughout the each series gets repetitive. Like say something like I don't know, Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
Honestly, right?
Yeah.
Every fight just ended up being, oh man, I have friends, you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might have friends, but they're not here with me.
So is Fairy Tail like the
Yeah,
ultimate?
yeah.
Is Fairy Tail like the ultimate power of friendship, kind of like anime or series?
It is
Like,
because it is.
It is.
It's
It
where the meme comes from. You know?
Ah.
And like,
Kind of
it,
is.
actually, each of them have their own unique chakra
power.
key. You know, like chakra key,
The power gauges and like
yeah,
abilities.
spirit pressure. You know, all that jazz.
Oh,
The
Yeah, I
thing
mean,
is,
like-
Eden Zero is like coming close to what Fairy Tail
Eden
used to be.
Zero.
It's just like power of friendship.
So,
Like,
like-
We're not saying they're Fairy Tales, but I really love Fairy Tail. It is enjoyable. I like it.
No,
not a
I
positive
like it.
sense.
I like it. I really like it.
Is it Eden
I like
Zero
it.
exactly Fairy Tail? That's what from I'm guessing right now, Ian.
okay,
It's-
I follow up with the manga, so like with Eden Zero,
Yep.
they recycled the characters. Like you sometimes you see like, okay, that person is just Urza but named something different.
Yeah, we can tell, right? It's the same.
Yeah, but
art.
that's like that's all of his.
He's
work,
he's
right?
copyrighting his own work, right?
Yeah, that's like almost all of his personal work. Remember, Rave Master is the same thing.
Yeah, Raid Master as well. Yeah,
It's actually the same thing.
Yeah.
it's just it's his own work,
He's
right?
actually
So-
just copy pasting his own work.
So I look
Can't get copyrighted. It was your own work. He's like, I can see
Yeah.
that meme right now.
The
Hey,
powers
he's
are
working efficiently, alright?
He is working
Bro,
efficiently.
He's just doing an efficient job.
Yeah.
I mean, I like his work. His work's really nice. I like it. But then all of it, the character designs look the same. They kind of do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But then they still look good. So not saying anything. It still looks good.
Question. Okay, now I think going back to like kind of this kind of shonen genre idea, like almost anything can be shonen these days. Like, what's like the most, I guess, like unique kind of shonens that are kind of shonen? You know,
Unique shonen.
define unique.
like I'm thinking unique right now. Like if you think about it,
I'm
like
non-shonen.
like you think no, it's still shonen. Like Promised
Yeah.
Neverland is considered a shonen anime, but when you watch it,
Horimiya?
when you watch it, or like it doesn't feel shonen. Shonen. It's the same.
Yeah, Horimiya.
Okay.
It's the same with like I think something like also like I say like these are shonen, but like these are like definitely shonen, but like they don't feel like a typical one. Like also Dr. Stone,
Oh, you're right.
Also,
Yeah,
Robo
yeah.
Stone,
like also
I haven't put Robo Stone ages.
also shonen, but like doesn't give the feel
not
of traditional
shonen,
shonen.
shonen.
Doesn't feel like a shonen.
My Musume No Revenge is a shonen, and
Yeah.
that's not really shonen.
It's like
Yeah,
the genre.
Horimiya is shonen.
The genre is like completely like how I say it, just like completely changed a lot now. It's like almost every time when you like say most of the time when people say shonen genre, like they think about it. They think about like a battle shonen battle.
Yeah, action.
With some of them not being
yeah.
a battle. It's like-
Oh, hold on. I just read your chat, right, Joey?
Yeah.
So, Kaiju number 8. I wanna bring that up. I think it's really good.
Oh, Kaiju number 8.
What?
Okay.
Yes, Kaiju number 8.
Number 8?
So how is it?
Oh yeah, I want to read that.
I really think Kaiju number 8 is pretty good. I picked it up because I was curious of what that is.
Mm.
Yes, and it's I do think it's pretty interesting.
Do you think it's gonna be? It has that potential to be like the very popular series. I've heard,
but-
I also heard. I heard from my friend that it's possible that if it gets an anime, it could be like part of the.
If it gets anime, yes, but then like I don't see it getting anime anytime soon.
Okay.
Wait, Denny, what show again?
Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8.
Oh.
It sounds like
I do think it's really good.
it still sounds like Maikeru would like because it has the word kaiju in it.
Yeah, no, it actually looks really good. Actually looks really good.
Nah, I think it's something Ian would like. But it's-
Yeah.
Like, I like Kamen Rider, I like those type of shows, like like Ultraman. I guess it does look similar.
What?
It's pretty good. For that one.
What about the manga Chainsaw Man? I heard that's very popular recently.
I
It's
haven't
also-
actually read Chainsaw Man, but I do hear it's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that-
actually really good. It's
Oh,
very
that's a
messy.
shonen? I didn't know that was a shonen.
I can
art
consider
was
it a shonen.
Oh, is it finished?
Is it finished?
The
Ah.
manga finished? I'm looking
You
at
can
I'm looking at
say-
manga. It says a mouth. It says it's finished. So I'm like, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's they're going on to the
Oh.
second part of like the next season or something. I
Oh,
don't
so it's gonna be
know.
like a Chainsaw Man Shippuden kind of thing. That.
Something,
Oh.
yeah, like the Chainsaw Man
Yeah.
Shippuden. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
shit.
Lol. I see.
It's getting the Shippuden treatment.
Alright, Mirai Nikki is a fucking shonen. I forgot.
Yeah, some
Yeah, I find that show a bit
it's like,
Yeah, I know it's there, but
it's very unique though.
Is
the
that
whole
really
folk thing.
shonen though?
It is. It is. I can see it being a
It's so
shonen.
weird.
yeah, man.
Hey, if Death Note can be a shonen, that show can Mirai can be a shonen.
Yeah, man. Almost everything is shonen, man. Freaking Cells at Works is shonen.
Is it shonen?
It was not Shonen Jump,
What?
but it's a
It's
shonen.
not a Mal though. Is it a Mal? It's not a Mal.
Yeah,
It
Cells
doesn't
at
show up on Mal.
Works is a thing.
Oh, but it doesn't show a Mal. That's
Yeah.
okay. Wait, is Runway a shonen?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That is a shonen.
Yeah, that's also a shonen.
That's another thing. When you see
Yeah.
Runway Devil out there.
We get
Raul-
fighting, we get cooking, and now we get fashion.
Runway models.
Yeah, man. You get your power level is measured. Your power is measured by your clout level, man. How much clout do you have? Literally, it's like
I don't think Raul is really cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't continue though, but
it's like there's so much things that like, becomes a shonen these days. It's like you surprise like hey, I'm watching this, but this is a shonen. Like you can tell you get this feel like you can tell like oh this is very shonen tropish, like the way that they build up everything like that,
Yeah.
and the way like the kind of like power scale, like that's what comes
Like Kakaguri. Like Kakaguri, that's a shonen. It's like it didn't seem like a shonen at first, but when you watch it, it's like yeah, this is so
Skins it, yeah.
shonen. Yeah.
like what's like another shonen that's like I guess like this one is probably more traditional to shonen, but like it's Assassination Classroom.
Oh yeah.
Like you can tell like
It
definitely
doesn't feel that shonen.
yeah, it
though.
doesn't feel as shonen, but you can tell like its style is shonen. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Shonen genre in general is just like I said, I think it's just about like these are the kind of people who's gonna watch it, and like
Mm.
we're just gonna love it for it. I guess it is.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure. I'm not sure what else I could say about this kind of genre, man. It's just like it's such a vast genre now. It's become such a vast
Yeah.
genre that
Yeah.
It is
anything,
pretty wide.
that anything can become a shonen. Like
It was like yeah.
it's literally the genre itself is a protagonist, man. It started off
Yeah.
as the one thing that everyone thought it is, but now it's branched
Yeah.
out and becomes like it's the biggest genre.
Because it was like protagonist fighting,
Yeah.
battle, action type, and
Yeah.
now there's like so many non-action battle type ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
for sure.
It's like it's like by far the most popular genre, and we can see why because like anime does mostly target towards I guess the teens and stuff.
Well, yeah.
I guess I think most of the teens, and I think of course like most of the time it may be like a sexist thing to say, but I think most of the time the audience, the younger males are like most of the time who are the ones consuming this type of media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the main character is like a male.
Most of the
like,
time.
you know, like a
Yeah,
young-
I like
yeah.
most of the time the characters are the male, but sometimes it's not. But yeah,
Yeah,
Like
but
I-
now it's like.
that's why like Promised Neverland was like kind of interesting because it's a shonen, and the main
Yeah.
protagonist was a female,
A female, yeah.
and it was a very popular series at the time as well. So that was like something different. Yeah.
Even the what's it called? The Ancient Bride, whatever it's called. The
You should make this right.
yeah. Even that's a shonen, and like it doesn't feel like a shonen, and it has a female lead, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, Asian Maker's Bride feels more like a shoujo to me.
Shoujo.
I think
Yeah,
it's a shoujo for that
But
one.
it's a shonen, I guess.
yeah, but it's a shonen. It's a shonen.
yeah.
Got it.
Nichijou is a fucking shonen.
Man, genre is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there? I guess I think we should like sort of like wrap this up soon. But is there any like kind of last thing you'd say about the shonen genre, or like any appreciation you'd like to say? Any dark horses shonen you'd like to mention?
Runway.
Guess Runway came up to mind.
What's up with Runway?
It's a good show, right?
Oh, it's a
Good show, yeah, it's a good show, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just like Runway.
yeah. People like the main girl is cute, man.
Yeah.
Got anything else like this? Like so? Okay, what is your other favorite shonen? Just quickly, just besides the one you say in this list.
The favorite.
Other favorite.
Any like
Iruma-kun.
Iruma-kun.
what is Irumakun?
Iruma-kun.
Iruma-kun.
Okay.
It's how do you Danny? How do you explain Iruma-kun?
Oh,
That show, yes.
How do I explain Iruma-kun? Iruma-kun is
This one, lol. Okay.
the synopsis is basically simple, right? A human boy is
Sold off, right?
Isekai.
he got sold off. Yeah, it's not isekai. Dude. He got
He's not
sold off
Isekai. He got sold off, man.
by his parents to the demons.
Okay,
and
so
he-
pretty
now-
much,
now he's living in the demon world sometimes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
I see.
It's really good. I'm like,
and
oh
he's
my
like,
god.
he's known as like the most powerful because he defeated the top dog of that school. But in reality, he actually didn't. He's
just
all his
lucky.
life he was a
He's just very
coward.
lucky.
Well, no, he's not lucky. It's just he's a coward. He's used
He's a coward, so he's
dodging.
used to dodging, you know.
Yeah, he's used
Yeah.
to dodging all these incoming things. So all he did was dodge all this other guy's punches, right? And he accidentally, you know those wrestling moves where you grab him from behind and you toss him behind?
The
He-
suplex?
Suplex?
Yeah, suplex. He accidentally did a suplex on the. So now everyone's like, that guy's the strongest person in our school. Better watch out for him.
I see.
Yeah, better watch out for him, dude.
And he has no powers. Keep in mind, he has no powers at all.
He
in the demon world.
he has the
He
those
has
kind
the
of
ring.
artificial power. Yeah,
Yeah,
the artificial
but-
power.
But
It's
he
not,
doesn't have any
it's not
inner
his
power.
power.
Yeah, he has no.
It's not his
inner
power.
It's a really good show.
I think it's a really good show. For now.
It's funny how like the whole place is just all demonic and devil, but then they're not too barbaric or demonic. They're just like they do worship and stuff, but they're all like good kids and like people.
Good kids, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I think my size Iruma-kun is pretty good.
Iruma-kun-
Give it a try if you want to.
I guess.
It's entertaining at least, you know.
Yeah,
Dark Horse, you say? Okay.
Dark Horse,
Okay.
definitely Dark Horse.
Okay.
yeah, Dark Horse.
Okay, I've never seen this, so yeah, I want to say. I guess this
It's like
this show. I can't believe I didn't say this at all or mention this at all during the podcast. But I think the best is not even a dark horse, but the best shonen sports anime is Haikyuu. Fight me, don't at me or fight
Yeah.
me. But Haikyuu is the best shonen sports anime I've probably ever seen or ever watched.
So wait, do you like it more than Kurono Basket?
Yes, by far. And I'm a basketball fan here. But I like Haikyuu had made me love I can't believe it made me love volleyball more than I think I could have. That's the thing, like it's a show that made you like a sport that you had no interest in. At least with Kuroko no Basket, I already had an interest in basketball beforehand. I've always been kind of interested in basketball. But the way like they teach you the game is not really that good in Kuroko no as good. But because the way they teach you the sports and the game in Haikyuu, it's a lot better. And like they're very good at teaching you that. And also the character development, the story, the rivalries and stuff like that, all good. Like I can see myself rooting for the rival teams so many times.
Oh, okay.
That's why I think Haikyuu is like one of the best like sports anime of all time or manga series of all time. It's like just that good. Huh?
Because you did talk about Kurono Basket a lot as well. So
I talked about
assume
Kurono,
that's
yeah.
probably-
Yeah, but that's like if you want like more like an action kind of like, you know, more like your action shonen kind of thing, I think Kuroko no Basket would be your thing because that's how it is. It's super flashy. But Haikyuu just has more heart in it, I'll say.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite, Denny?
Or what? Of all times.
Not all time. You already said Maji, didn't you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's either Magi or Fumel.
Another
think
one
so.
I would really like is Yu Yu Hakusho. That's something I really love too.
Oh yeah.
Such a really good oldie. I rewatched that like 3 times, and it's like 112 episodes. That's
La
not
ma.
a good one. Is that a Dark Horse? No, it's
I don't think Yu Yu Hakusho is considered Dark Horse.
Yeah.
It's like people know it.
It's just really old.
It's
Yeah.
popular. It is popular at times.
Yeah, it's really old.
Yeah. I think we
That's it.
yeah, that's it. We can say about
That's it.
shonen. We love the genre, right, guys?
A lot.
We love the genre.
Guess.
Very
hate-
much
we
so.
hate-
I
we-
do a lot.
We love the genre. We hate the genre as well. It's
It's
a
love and hate
love-hate thing.
relationship.
Yeah, we love it, and there's some series we just like, yeah, it's meh.
Yeah, sounds me.
But there's some, but the good ones really stand out. They are.
Yeah.
Yep, my favorite. One Piece will always be my favorite shonen series of all time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree.
Tokyo-
Same
yeah.
here.
Let's talk about
And I think that there's a reason why it's popular. Yeah. And any last words you guys like to say before we head off? Let's start with the Mr. Zero first, Ian.
Oh, last words.
Any last words?
Honestly, give it a shot and watch One Piece. That's all I'm gonna say. Give it a shot.
Yep.
Please.
Give
It's
what a
good.
shot. You're like, it's like, give what a shot.
Yeah. Okay. Danny?
Nah, it's just like, you know, if you're thinking of doing something, just do it. You know, like say, oh, this thing's fun. This thing looks interesting, and just give it a shot. You know, like what you said. Like, honestly, right? Like, you know, the hardest thing,
I like.
the hardest thing for Shonen is just going into it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maikeru?
it's going into it.
Any last words?
I guess to give Shonen a shot. I don't know. Just
Give Shonen a shot. What do you mean by that?
start with Rosario to Vampire. Give that a shot. That's a
That's a
shonen.
good
That's an edgy shonen. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Or if you really want something, like you can just go watch JoJo or something to talk more.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep up the trend here and just say last words is just give it a shot as well.
Just give it a shot.
Yeah.
Just give it a
Honestly,
shot.
like you go to any shonen series, it's like that, and you kind of aware of the whole idea of shonen and stuff like that. Just give it a shot. You're probably gonna have a good time eventually. Really?
Probably.
One Piece definitely was really good. Definitely worth the good time, and I gave that a shot.
Yeah.
What Black Clover was a good time. I gave that a shot. So much series I gave a shot. Just because I gave a shot, it became worth it in the end.
Yeah, man, just like JoJo, right?
Yeah, man, just like JoJo as well. I eventually gave it a shot.
Yeah, exactly. Give it a shot.
Why is whenever me and Ian's on one of your podcasts, there's always a theme with one of the podcasts. Last time it was how many fingers are there? And now give it a shot. I don't know,
Give it a shot.
I think that's just should be the slogan for any shonen genre shows coming up. Okay, we came up with a slogan for anyone who's making a shonen show or genre, anime producers. We just put the slogan there. Give it a shot.
Yeah, man, like just rename the whole video to give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Give it a shot
Give it-
slash
give it a
bracket
shot.
Shonen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
Let's talk about Shonen
podcast.
giving it a shot.
I think I should just name this episode so give shonen a shot.
Give
Or
Shonen a shot.
shonen,
Yeah,
give it
yeah.
a shot. I don't know.
Give it a shot, dude.
Yeah.
It's like what is that what All Might did? He gave the Shonen a shot, and he is pretty famous.
Yeah.
So something.
Next podcast is all about romance.
Give it a
Get
shot.
out there, get yourself a girl. No, it has to be something different. It has to be
Oh
something
yeah,
different.
yeah,
It has to be
yeah.
something different. Go out there and get that girl.
Get that girl, boy.
Be a man. Do it.
Yo,
Be
man.
a man. Do it.
You man. The worst he can say is no, not really.
no,
But
Not really.
no, the worst you say is no. Then she says, I'm kidding.
you.
No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Oh, it's over, boys.
Okay. We're gonna end it here. Okay, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Twitch stream. Whoever came to the Twitch stream, thanks for listening to this podcast or watching this podcast on the Twitch stream. If you're watching on YouTube later on or watching YouTube right now, please give that like button. Click that like button, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, you follow me on Twitch as well. That's the thing. Woo.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah,
Give it a
give it a
shot.
shot, guys.
Give it a shot, dude.
Give it a shot. It's only a click away. It's only a click away. Give it a shot. Okay, everyone, guys. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot.